Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. Manchester United drew against Newcastle United away from home. Now, listen, in terms of the game itself, I was expecting, when I saw the lineup, I wasn't expecting the formation given the opponent. Like, for instance, of course, what you see is what you get with Ragnick. So, to come with this pressing style against Newcastle United, who was, I think they're still in 19th place. Actually, United start with four strikers. It's four strike. No, four. It's a 4-2-2. Yeah, 4-2-2 with Greenwood and Bruno in the midfield, and then you have actually you have this the McFred, the Bruno and Greenwood, and then you have CR7 and Rashford up top. Now, in the game itself, it wasn't okay. Let me just start from the goal and up because in the first minutes of the game leading up to the goal from Newcastle, of course, it's fresh in the game, so everybody is trying to tussle and fight just to get possession of the ball and trying to monopolize possession of the ball. But once that goal was scored, Manchester United, you could sense that Manchester United, the players of Manchester United said was just gone. It's like the plan just threw out of the window after the goal. Like it's like they were not expecting the goal. And that's because the space that Manchester United is giving Newcastle. There's a dude that has a Gucci banner around his head named I call Maxi. You cannot give that guy enough space. Now, he's not the best in terms of ball control, but he's a dribbler. And he's a free thinker. He's an open-minded type of player. So he's going to dribble. And that's what he did. He dribbled and got the goal. But in terms of Manchester United, let me concentrate on Manchester United. If we want to progress, if you want to go for success, there's a need for that McFred midfield to be obsolete. That midfield was not creative. I'm not sure what the tactics is of Ralph. I don't know if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gave Ralph, his tactics of starting the McFred midfield, or the McFred midfield itself has both, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's nudes. Hold on. And also, the United Sun is live. Look at that. And he has Ralph's news. Now the full-time Devils is live. So I don't know what is this obsession. Of course, you're trying to get a clean sheet. It's away from home, so you're not going to play this pretty extravagant type of football. But I understand that. But again, bro, if you're trying to nick goals, and let me say this about CR7, because I know CR7 think he's going to get away with it, and I have to put it out in the open. See, CR7 is basically a stationary player. That's what he is. He's a stationary player. He's just a statue in the penalty box waiting for chances to come at his right foot so he can score. He's not... No, I've seen him, give me a second, put some effort into the game itself. But in the game itself, this dude is just waiting for goals. And if he thinks he's going to be a success by doing that, yes, I am aware of the age. And, United is playing to him. Then we have a big time coming. We can't be so reliant on a 36-year-old to get all of our goals. That is why the change was made at halftime. Ralph saw that we needed to make a change. We're too passive. We're not aggressive, right? And one of the things is this, and I've said this before, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys know this already. It's all good and dandy for us to come back from 1-0 down and win the game, but let us not make this our main claim to fame. We're better than this. Yes, Manchester United is known for the king of comebacks, but at the same time, this cannot be our main MO. The problem with Manchester United for the past 5 to 6 years now is that we are very reactive to situations. We are not aggressive. We are not assertive to get the goal first. We wait until we get the goal, and then in the second half, we try to nick a goal, and then in the diamonds of the game, or in the game itself in the second half, we win the game. Again, of course, with the new management under Ralph, I'm not expecting this to be an overnight new thing. But again, the players, they have been conditioned for since Louis Van Gaal, since he's been here. So I'm not expecting a night over change. So this is going to gradually, I hope, die over the period of 6 months while Ralph is here. Now, in the game itself, let's get back to the game. I thought I was watching Newcastle versus Stoke City in 2011. That was not a Manchester United type of game. Now, again, like I said, I'm not expecting United to play this fancy, foxy type of football. I know that when you're going to Newcastle, especially when it's a coldy Monday night, I'm not expecting a extravagant, expensive or flashy, blingy type of. I'm not expecting. And plus, we don't play that football anyway. So I mean, what the hell? Why would we do that away from home? We don't even do it at home, right? But in the game itself, it was very dry. It was very dry. It didn't have any. I want to hear what you guys have to say, man. I know I'm just rambling right now, but for me, man, that game, like I said, I wasn't expecting for us to be, all attacking, but at least let's create, because we had Maguire dictate from deep as if he was our Michael Carrick, as if he was like a Sergio Busquets. This dude, and let me say something about Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, I know that he's our captain, but he needs to work on his defensive display. He's making minor errors that, as a captain, I think he's about 27 or 20 right now. As a captain for Manchester United and you're a centre back, you should be doing better. You see me? So, and it's good that Rafael Varane came back. But again, going back to the game itself, we dropped points. We dropped 2 points, although it felt like, well, it's basically a loss to us, because I'm pretty sure that Newcastle fans are over the bees about that. I know I'm pretty sure they're happy that they got a point. Is me when I saw the halftime, when I saw the players of Newcastle after halftime, man, they were buzzing, man. The owners was buzzing. His wife was buzzing, his daughter was buzzing. Buzzing. Everybody was clapping. Everybody was having a good time. So they felt as if they won, but bringing it back to us. We're in 7th place now. This is not the time for us to be playing the fool. This is not the time for us to be dropping points. So when Cavani came on, Cavani showed that and let me say this, man. I was talking about CR7 just a while ago. If CR7 had at least 5% of the fight that Cavani has in him, no, make a disclaimer. I know that Cavani is 2 years younger than CR7, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure that if CR7 had at least 5% of Cavani's fight that's endowed in him, I'm pretty sure we could have a better fight. Rashford wasn't looking at it. I think Rashford looked like Bebe. Is me. I think that dude forgot how. I mean, he had a few moments for himself, but I question Rashford's form in this formation, is me, because I don't think, and again, this is just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. I don't think Rashford should be a starter. Personally, I would like Greenwood and CR7 to start up top. Now, I know that there is a somewhat feud and tension between those two of Rashford and Greenwood. Not Rashford and Green, but Rashford and CR7. But in terms of efficiency, in terms of getting the best results up top, right now, in my opinion, I want to leave your comments down below on what you think should be starting up top in the 4-2-2 formation. I believe that Greenwood and CR7 should be starting up top. If not, Cavani and CR7. Yeah, so prior to Cavani's minor injury, United was on a piece of form. So it's either these two. It's either CR7 start up top with Greenwood or CR7 and Cavani. My trick here is telling me to start. Well, experience is big for me, but Manchester United is based on youth. So I think the best combination is CR7 and Greenwood. Of course, it's best to have Cavani. I don't think Cavani, yes, he can start and get goals, but at this moment in time, considering his injury criminal record, man, I don't think this dude needs to be not easy. I don't think he should be starting as much games. Of course, he's going to start games, but I think he's better off the bench. I think he's our modern day Chicharito. I think he's our modern day Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Speaking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yeah, man. If I didn't know any better, man, I thought Manchester United was still presiding under the reign of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in that game. Because again, the game was just bland, bro. It didn't have any juice. It was just high and dry. There was no determined. Again, when Cavani came out, you could just see the fight in him. When he scored that messed up, what I call messed up goal, he just tore it in. You could see the fight. You could see the fight. CR7 is waiting, anticipating a goal to come at his foot so he can nick it in. Cavani, although Cavani got the goal similar to that when Rashford, no, not when Sancho bombed it in the box, but you can see the Cavani is doing work, dirty donkey work, running back off the ball. His off the ball movement is very incredible, and Cavani is almost 35, if not 35. So I want to finish this now. So the take-home message of this game is this: if you want to succeed, if we want to gain points in the table, if we find that we have a need to succeed, the best thing for Manchester United is to take. I prefer to take Fred out of the midfield. I know Fred has been on a piece of fluke, purple patch form for the past, 2 weeks since we played. But for the better of Manchester United, it's best to play Donny van de Beek in that midfield with Scott McTominay or Donny van de Beek with another individual. That McFred midfield is preventing Manchester United from getting goals. There is no creativity in the midfield. Yes, Bruno is trying to create. I know that already. The fact is, if for example, I don't know if I can give an example because I'm in the moment, isn't me? But what I'm saying is this, man. Listen, the midfield behind Bruno Fernandes and the other midfield that is playing in the 2-2 formation, there has to be a creative. You cannot have two players that is very defensive, that is protecting the back four. At least have one creative player and one that does the donkey work. You see, the thing that Manchester United was successful with was that when we had Carrick and Scholes was the dictator, Scholes was the creator. Of course, Michael Carrick would ping his sparks over the top. But he was the main man that would screen the back four himself. We're having two players screen the back four, and they cannot even screen it well. Fred, I'm not going to get deep into Fredism because it's Christmas holidays. I don't want to get into Fred, but Fred is not a good interceptor. He's not a very good tackler, and plus he doesn't have the physicality. With Scott McTominay has the physicality, but he doesn't have the takers. He doesn't have the feet to catch up. And one of the things that caught Manchester United out, although we equalize, was this, and I need to finish up right now. There was chances for us to bury and we didn't take. And let me just thank David De Gea. I'm not going to excuse David De Gea from this. Yes, we know that David De Gea has not been the same for the past almost 3 to 4 years now. But that dying in the minutes save, that shot from Almiron on his left foot, David De Gea, despite showing, he's shown that he's still our savior in some times. Again, he has shown why he's the Manchester United, the Wall of Spain. This is me. And I'm telling you this, man, we cannot. I know Dean Henderson on the bench is crying out for a start, but at this moment in time, it's best to keep David De Gea in the goals. So leave your comments down below, like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, motherfucker, I'm noticing that my video is not getting that much publicity in terms of. So if you guys are subscribers, and if you guys are not subscribers, subscribe right now. Hit that like button and hit that bell as well so you can get notification. And that's my match reaction for the Manchester. Again, bro, we could have done way better. I'm not saying that we should have been like a prime 2009 Barcelona, but still, I'm saying that we should have created more chances. We should have been more aggressive. Comments down below, and I'll show you guys next time.